What do you think about when I say the ocean is warming up? I just hope you don't imagine a big soup of fish floating around the sun. Okay, stop joking, I'm serious now. This warming may sound irrelevant when we hear that the temperature increase is not significant, around 2 degrees Celsius, almost imperceptible. But I have to tell you that this increase can have drastic effects on marine life, especially on the ecosystem. I think you've seen something about melting glaciers, sea level rise, coral bleaching, and most attractive of all, the disappearance of marine life. There are many consequences that if you don't act now, in the future it could be irreversible. Welcome to my channel. My name is George Jacob, and today we're going to talk about ocean warming. If you ask me if the ocean is warming up, nah. If we stop and analyze the geological scale of time, there was a period that there wasn't even an ocean, or another when a good part of the planet was frozen. I want to say that this warming up is not a progressive. But if we ask if the ocean is warming up right now, yes. And that's what we should worry about. More than 90% of the warming that has happened on Earth over the past 50 years has occurred in the ocean. As NASA says, all ocean basins have been experiencing a significant warming since 98, with more heat being transferred deep into ocean since 90. To date, ocean contains 90% of the heat from human-induced global warming. And the year 2020 was the warmest ever measured on the global ocean. Regardless where we live, we all depend on the oceans, which account for 71% of our blue planet's surface and play a major role in regulating the climate by moving heat and water around the globe. Harvests from ocean and inland waters provide a critical source of nutrition for over 3 billion people, and fisheries and agriculture alone support the livelihoods of about 60 million people globally. The oceans are also an enormous source of cultural resources, contain vast biodiversity, and produce at least half of Earth's oxygen. Thank you, Seidov. The most part of the population lives in coastal counties, where marine and coastal ecosystem protects communities and infrastructure from storms and sea level rise, provide nutrition, recreation, and support a thriving blue economy. It seems like we really need to protect this environment, right? At least I think everyone wants air to breathe. Involuntary, but I want it. The ocean absorbs vast quantities of heat as a result of increased concentration of greenhouse gases, good part in atmosphere. Data from the US National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shows that the average global sea surface temperature, the temperature of the upper few meters of the ocean, has increased by approximately 0.13 degrees Celsius per decade over the past 100 years. A 2012 paper published in the journal Geophysical Research Letters revealed that the deep ocean is also affected, with 1/3 of the excess heat absorbed 700 meters below the sea surface. Modeling studies published in the IPCC 2013 report predict that there is likely to be an increase in mean global initial temperature of 1 to 4 degrees Celsius by 2100. And calm down, cowboy. If the ocean didn't exist, we would be dead. The ocean's ability to absorb the excess heat shielded humans from rapid changes on the global warming. Without this ocean buffer, global temperatures would have risen much more than they have done to date. I just love you, ocean. Ocean warming leads to deoxygenation, which is a reduction of the oxygen dissolved in the ocean, resulting from the thermal expansion of seawater and continental ice melting. The rising temperatures, coupled with ocean acidification, affect marine species and ecosystems, and consequently the fundamental benefits humans derive from the ocean. Okay, George is sounding so drastic here in this video, and that's the intention. Yes, I'm sorry. But what can be done? You can ask me. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of things that can be done. And I have to tell you that we don't need to exterminate the human existence. First, we can help limiting the greenhouse gas emissions. There is an urgent need to achieve the mitigation targets set by the Paris Agreement on Climate Change and hold the increase in the global average temperature to well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. This will help prevent the massive and irreversible impacts of growing temperatures on the oceans and ecosystems and their service. 2. We can help protecting marine and coastal ecosystems. Well-managed protected areas can help conserve and protect ecologically and biologically significant marine habitats. This will regulate human activities in these habitats and prevent environment degradation. 3. We can help restoring marine and coastal ecosystems. Elements of ecosystems that have already experienced damage can be restored. These can be included building artificial structures such as rock pools that act as a surrogate habitats for organisms, or boosting the resilience of species to warmer temperatures through assisted breeding techniques. It can also help improving human adaptation. Governments can introduce policies to keep fisheries production within sustainable limits, for example, by setting precautionary catch limits and eliminating subsides to prevent overfishing. Coastal setback zones, which prohibit all certain types of development along the shoreline, can minimize the damage from the coastal flooding and erosion. New monitoring tools also can be developed to forecast and control marine disease outbreaks. And we can help strengthening scientific research. Governments can increase investments in scientific research to measure and monitor ocean warming and its effects. This will provide more precise data on the scale, nature, and impacts of the ocean warming, making it possible to design and implement adequate and appropriate mitigation and adaptation strategies. And to make this video possible, I used the virtual platforms climate.gov, climatecentral.org, and ucn.org. So if you like this kind of content, you can subscribe to my channel, you can give me a like in this video, please, and you can share with everyone to help me and to help this beautiful ocean that needs our help. And thank you for watching this video. I hope I could help you in some way, and see you another one. Bye.